I dare say I've always had animals in my life, and I've always done a lot of fundraising and charity work, and when the opportunity came along to try and establish somewhere in Sunderland where the animals could be looked after, like this little one, I just kind of jumped in the deep end with Susan and some other people, and we set up Animal Crackers. And I think we're a bit naive, to be honest. I think we thought it would be quite nice just to raise some money and help some animals, and it's kind of grown beyond our biggest expectations. All my animals have come via the rescue line. I personally have never gone out to buy an animal. They've all come along because they needed a new home. I can't understand it. We've got an absolutely gorgeous Staffy up there. She's such a sweet-natured dog, and she's still in the kennels, and I thought she would have got a home straight away.
At the moment we've got 30 cats on site, and one's going out today, one's possibly going out tomorrow, which will be down to 28, which is more like the sort of number we should have. But if you go back 3 or 4 weeks, we had almost twice that amount, which was far too many. Just need to get it down to the level you can cope with, and just harden your heart and try and delay them coming in. The dog pounds have put to sleep every week. They got put to sleep before Christmas, about 15 dogs. It's hard. Breeding's got to stop. Your Facebook, your Gumtree. I think in the trade it's called Scumtree, because it's full of animals and it's horrific. And the amount of phone calls I get from people who have bought a dog or had a dog free of Gumtree or Facebook or whatever, and they phone me because they're pinned in the corner a few hours later with a dog that they're frightened of. I can't take that dog. I've got to be able to rehome what we take.
I just think it's not the right way to go about it. It's not a commodity. It's not like buying a bike or a new television. It's a living creature, and I just don't like the idea of animals being sold on Gumtree.
This is a classic example of a dog you can't rehome because he bites. So this is one I kept, but you can't keep them all, and there's a limit, so you have to be very careful what you take. Some dogs can be undone, and you can repair to a certain degree what's being done to them, but a lot of dogs are just totally too hard to even consider home.
Online buying often just ends up in problem cases, doesn't it? And they often end up in places like this. And we do have a Facebook page where we try and put the word out, you know, that we've got animals to rehome, and there needs to be just more of an awareness in general about the long-term commitment of buying a pet. And what you should do when you get that pet. You wouldn't believe the amount of people we get trying to give their animals to us. It's more than the people who are wanting to take them. We fend off dozens of calls a day of people wanting to give away their animals. It's an absolute shock.
This week we've rehomed 3 cats. 3 cats have gone out from the cattery, and 2 of the dogs. We like to visit the homes before the animals go out, so that we can see for ourselves that, you know, the house is suitable.
There is a fostering programme. We've got several cats, and all of our dogs really are out in foster homes. They do a really vital role, our foster carers. They're wonderful people.
Home on average about 4 to 5 cats a week. Dogs are different because we can have a dog for quite some time, and it depends. We might have a dog for 6 months before it rehomes, like the Lurcher in the van. We've had her 6 months already. It could be another 6 months before she's homed. So it's hard to put a figure on dogs, but we do about 60 dogs a year. It's like a bottomless pit. If you create a space or a void, it'll be filled. So building more kennels and building bigger catteries isn't the answer. The answer, and there is only one answer, we need a big media push on it being socially unacceptable to do what we do. We got this place 4 years ago. We don't advertise the fact it's here because there will be dogs left at the gate, and we can't cope with that.
We're very much against the idea of rehoming an animal as a gift. You know, because to us it's as much responsibility as having a child, and you've got to think about that.
Just give up their animals, and they go from being in a home one day to in here, and you do feel for them, and it is sad, but then it's lovely when you see them come round, and you know, you get a lot of pleasure out of seeing them develop and change their personality. So yeah, it is emotional, but it's in a good way. I think we all feel we're doing a lovely job.